2027, Ohanaeze endorses Tinubu for second term. Serial outages, Dangote, NNPCL, total 247 firms dump discos, generate 6,500 megawatts. Zamfara counters NAF, says residents affected in airstrike. Summary of the news. Ahead of the 2027 general election, Ohanaeze Ndibu worldwide has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for a second term in office. The statement reads, the Apex Igbo socio-cultural organization Ohanaeze Ndibu firmly framed this critical discourse around the sanctity of Nigeria's unwritten gentleman's agreement concerning the rotational presidency between the North and South. This covenant, which stands as a pillar of our democracy, must not only be acknowledged but must be steadfastly upheld to promote equity and fairness amidst our diverse tapestry. With the conclusion of Buhari's 8 years from the North, it is just natural to allow the South conclude their 8 years too. On this note, we support President Tinubu for a second term in 2027 to complete the 8 years of Southern presidency. In this critical juncture, we pivot towards constructive action. We urge President Tinubu to utilize his executive powers to facilitate the release of Nnamdi Kanu by 2025. Source: Nigerian Tribune. As the country battles incessant blackouts, about 250 manufacturers and academic institutions have abandoned their respective power distribution company to generate their own electricity. The organizations, many of whom are bulk electricity users, shun the national grid to generate reliable electricity for themselves. Findings from different data sources, particularly from the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, show that the firms have generated up to 6,500 megawatts of electricity altogether. This is higher than the country's power generation, which is currently hovering around 4,500 megawatts and 5,000 megawatts. Further findings by our correspondent indicated that these outlets got permits from the NERC to generate captive power. Some permits were issued as far back as 2010, 2016, 2020 and 2021. Captive power generation permits are issued to entities that intend to own and maintain power plants exclusively for their consumption. That means the entities are not allowed to sell electricity generated from the plant to any third party. Dangote Industries Limited has generated about 1,500 megawatts of electricity, according to Aliko Dangote. The amount generated by others is in the link in the description. Source: Punch newspaper. The Zamfara state government has countered the claim by the Nigerian Air Force (NAF) that there was no credible evidence to support reports that 16 civilians were involved during an airstrike targeting insurgents in Tungankara, Maradun local government area of Zamfara state. The governor did not disclose the number of civilians involved in the air raid. As a responsible government, we assure all the people of the state that the government of Zamfara state remains steadfast in its resolve to sustain the gains made in the fight against banditry and related criminalities. The recent success indicates that the collaborative efforts between the state and federal security agencies yield positive results. Lawan said the government will provide necessary support and assistance to the bereaved families. Source: The Cable. Follow for more. January 13th, 2025.